So hi, I'm Jimmy. I have stuttered my whole life, and ever since I was a child, I have been taught that stuttering is a problem, and I have received many tips on how to get rid of it. So I have always hated stuttering, and when it became so bad by the time I was in high school, it felt so scary to even talk. I feared that anyone would find out, and I tried my absolute best to hide my stutter. So I was always quiet, I never talked in class, and I avoided almost any social conversations possible. On the last day of summer break, right before my sophomore year in high school started, I was so nervous about school and so scared about having to talk in class again. I told my mom about how hard it truly was for me for the first time ever, and that was when we decided to finally seek therapy. I did not know what to expect at all when I first walked into the session at AIS, and I thought that therapy would be some kind of curing process to completely fix myself of all my problems. But I later learned that this is a process about accepting myself and living along with stuttering like it's a part of me. I learned that it is okay to stutter, and that gave me a lot of comfort and confidence when I'm talking. I started making goals, and instead of trying so hard to hide my stutter, I showed it to people and said things that I actually wanted to say. I first started with my closest friends and slowly expanding that circle day by day. I proved to myself that people are okay with my stutter, and I will also be okay. This past summer, I went to a camp at Harvard in Boston. I was really scared at first about speaking in front of so many new people, but everything I've learned from AIS helped me through this time, and everything turned out to be great. I really felt like being myself, even with my stutter. I was able to have so many more conversations with all the new friends I've made. I was able to participate in class, and I was even able to perfectly give presentations, stutter and all. This experience made me feel much more confident about college and about being able to pursue whatever I want in the future without anything holding me back. And now, as I'm starting my junior year in high school, I feel much more comfortable having conversations with people and making myself heard in class. I actually started to enjoy talking and have a lot more confidence in myself in all kinds of social interactions. As I become more accepting of myself, I found that stuttering itself has physically felt easier than before, with much less struggle and tension. And for the first time in many years, I feel excited and accomplished when I speak. And if there's one thing I want to tell the world, it's that some people doesn't talk and communicate much, not because they don't want to, but because it's hard for them to do so. So if everybody can just be a bit more patient and accepting, it could lead to the opening and connection of many, many hearts. And now, I would like to introduce you to the head of AIS, who helps so many kids and adults who stutter, Dr. Heather Grossman.